Where's my cell phone?
Hello, civilians.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Abby. How are we doing?
I'm all right. I'm a little bruised up, a little bit. I got hit with a 2x4 today.
Ooh, ow. Doing a little
Uh,
construction or just in the wrong neighborhood?
a little bit of both. Uh, I'm I'm helping my friend repair a porch,
Yeah,
and we were
yeah.
trying to get the Okay, my
The
language.
header?
Yeah,
Putting the
yeah.
header
I mean,
up and it slipped?
well, we were trying to get it in place, and
Uh,
so we had a 2x4 nailed to it, so we could try to pull it up, and it flipped back and hit me.
oh, man. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
it's not a good feeling.
well, it doesn't look like you got too bad of a goose egg, so.
No, not so bad. You can't even see it. So, hi,
Right.
Michael. Michael's in the house.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, dude, they are rolling in. Awesome. It's good to see all the peoples in here. I wasn't even looking at the comments.
Old man Barker, hello.
Oh, Sola,
Yes,
hi.
ouch. Hi, Sola. Yes, a big ouch.
So,
Jacqueline's here.
oh, she stayed up. Geez, it's like 2 a.m. over there. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Or no, wait, that's for Tin Ride. It's still late. Thank you
Hi,
for staying up, being
Sean.
your nightcap.
Yeah. Hi, Sean. How you doing? And there we have it.
Michael, oh, Sean's in the house, of course. Old man, awesome. Thank you guys for hanging out with us for a little civilian discourse.
Hi,
We'll see
old
how
man Barker.
no promises on it being civil today.
No promises on it being civil today.
No promises on it being civil today.
No promises on it being civil. Oh, you can hear that?
Yes, we got a little bit of an echo.
I gotta fix that. There we go. Is that better? I
I
was
think so.
I was trying to see if we were going to add a link today. Maybe we can get Jacqueline on the show.
Uh, that would be awesome.
Maybe today's the day.
We'll see. We'll see if she's feeling up to it. I got to hear the accent. You know how that goes.
hmm Yes. I don't, want- I don't know. A British accent just makes you sound smarter
Oh
for some
yeah,
reason.
I automatically adds 20 IQ points for sure. Even if you're like Sid Vicious, he's like, well, he's English. He must maybe he's just acting like that out of uh, anarchy.
Hmm. Well, I had there's some good news coming out of Australia today. Let
Yes,
me
we
see
could
if I
definitely
could.
talk about that.
I'm gonna
Talk
have to
about
read it to
how they're leading us again,
you.
showing that they're showing us what the American spirit is.
Yes. So good for them. So let me share my screen, and I'm gonna have to read it because I lost the video. I lost the darn video. So Australia has a new right to disconnect law that went into effect today. Now, when I first heard about it, I thought that meant like right to, whack yourself if you wanted to. But no, that's not what it's about. It is this new law protects workers from being contacted by their employers outside of their work hours via phone calls and emails. That is awesome.
It's also a clap for that one. Yeah, I think
Right.
Americans lost that right when they invented the beeper. As soon as you could get called into work, that was the beginning of the end.
Hmm. And that's why I am choosing not to go back to work in my field because um, I was a project manager, software development project manager. And when those projects, you own them. Nobody knows what to do with your project if something goes wrong. So you're pretty much on call
Right?
24/7. It really sucked.
I uh, I worked
uh,
for the local television station. Well, actually, all of them eventually, but the first one that I worked at, they would ask the photographers, the cameramen, to carry a police scanner with them all the so if I was at the bar on my night a Friday night, I had a police scanner with that stupid uh earpiece coming up over the stuck in your ear. So it was definitely gonna detract from my chances of dating at that point, or finding someone that wanted to talk to a guy with a police scanner in his ear. That's usually a red flag for women. So but yeah, they actually asked me to sleep with it in my ear. So that was not definitely not
that's a
worth
bit
the
egregious.
yeah, the freaking $9 an hour, 8.50, whatever I was making at the time. It was, but that's when I first came to town. My only mode of transportation was a little 250 Suzuki Titan, like a 1972 motorcycle. That was my wheels.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty
You
cool.
got to start low, and work your way up. Mhm.
So
Yes,
under this
Jacqueline, and
right to connect. Oh, go ahead.
IFP, inner no IEP. I don't know. They had the curly Q earpiece thing. Yeah, not even like a cool earbuds or nothing. I mean, now it'd be an earbud and nobody know the difference. But back then, yeah, you got that stupid curly Q, look like a Fed or something. So yeah,
Hmm.
good old days. Good old days.
Sula says hi. So this right to disconnect law, employees can refuse contact from work unless that refusal is unreasonable. Now, unreasonable in quotes. So uh, the law is meant to curb employee contact with employers through the internet, which has grown over the years. Ubiquitous contact means through social media and cell phones after being described by workers and employee rights experts as digital leashes for employers. I agree. I definitely agree with that. Some
Yes.
have complained that the constant contact has made unpaid work commonplace in Australia. Yeah, they say 8 to 5 or 9 to 5, but then if they continuously contact you after
Right.
work, that's
Well,
unpaid labor.
and that's even texting, or even if you expect you to answer emails after 5 o'clock. It's if you're not going to pay me for it, don't expect me to do it. That's
Mhm.
That's why they pay people salaries so that you don't really get to keep track of your hours. Salary pay, even though it's higher, is still kind of a form of slave wage. It's just a different way. If I pay you more, then you can. I don't want to go over that
And I
analogy.
own you.
Going, yeah, that was going to get me canceled there if I kept going on that line of thought. But yes, it's another form of wage slavery because they can tell you you're there 12 hours a week or 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day, whatever the project requires, then yeah, you got to stick around.
Sean said most people don't realize that their contract states any work done off clock is overtime. Well, not a salary employee though. My contract never said. Huh?
Yeah.
They seriously say that to salary people. It's no such thing as overtime.
Right.
Oh yeah. Salary people, they say there's no such thing as overtime.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, and Jack, once I started getting a little bitter about the whole thing, I just stopped answering my phone after hours, and I missed the call. There was a movie that what the hell is his name? There was a climber that got his arm stuck. 147 hours, I think, is the name of the movie, and he had to cut his own arm off with a penknife.
Oh yes, I remember that.
And the reason I wasn't the first one out there is because I ignored the phone. I got the call and let somebody else take it, and the other two stations weren't even on it. So, but that's all right. That's all the working for the news was either stupid local fairs, car crashes, blood and gut. It was never anything that was
shock and awe.
Yeah, it was nothing to help the viewer. Very rarely would they do a public service piece. Other times, yeah, it was just what's going to draw eyeballs. It was the internet before the internet.
Well, this is saying a company can face up to $64,000 in fines for violating the new law.
That would be nice.
Awesome.
I'm sure they probably have to violate it a couple hundred times. Before they get the first slaps on the wrist out of the way.
Right.
That's the maximum fine, not the minimum fine. But at least without being Debbie Downer, that is a step in the right direction. So kudos to the Aussies. I'll give them that one.
Oh.
I still blame. I'll still never give them a pass on Foster's, but I'll give them the pass on this one.
Yeah, you can give them a pass on this one. I was so confused. Look, this is your Facebook account. That's why I was like, what the hell? Who the hell is this?
Is Talis just scrolling Facebook during the show? Are we not keeping her entertained? Are you not entertained?
No, I have to keep it open whenever it's my show because I have Facebook clips. And if
sure.
You remember how I have to refresh and refresh?
Yeah, as much as I hate YouTube, I am kind of a YouTube snob. I mean, I do have an X account, but I don't really.
It makes it easy.
Well, now I did stream to it once, and then it was like the week before I got one stream in, and then the next week they charged you had to have a blue check to stream. So I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
Let's try, buddy.
We used to live stream to X.
Yeah.
Until that.
So.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about start kick streaming just for Old Man Baker and Dr. Nick. Dr. Nick's the one that likes to hang out there, but I haven't figured out how to make the kick stream. I need to get my teenage son to help figure out how to get that started. I think somebody was getting click happy there, but I'll carry on as best I can until I get somebody to talk to back. Let's see. We'll go to chats here real quick because I've seen it moving through here pretty quickly and I haven't been able to watch it. Are you guys BSing, or are you talking about me, or are you talking about what's going on? Let's see. A little bit of all. Talking, yeah. I'm on YouTube only, maybe Rumble or Kick or for HM. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're the same thing. Even if I have the choice, I will like jump over to Kick just to say something, or jump over to Rumble and then come back. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty much YouTube. And like I said, I'm kind of a hypocrite because I like to chat on YouTube, and just the fact that you can't use the G word, or even you can't even say a side of Jen is a bad thing in chat. They'll just so I don't understand the reasoning there. You don't want to say I'm gonna a side of Jen your people, but you also can't say I don't want anybody to side of Jen your people. Geez, I hope that's code. I don't know, and because I know everything's transcribed, so hopefully I don't even get popped for saying side of Jen. There we are. See, you were gone 30 seconds, and I'm already trying to get us kicked off of YouTube.
Oh no!
It's uncivil. It's uncivil.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. They were warned. Why don't they expect you to have a blue tick if you host on X? Well, and if you're streaming on X, would they just give you the blue check anyway because they know you're verified? The blue check doesn't mean what it used to mean, I guess.
Anybody could get it. I thought a blue check meant you were verified, but now anybody could get it just from paying for it.
You're verified to spend $8 a month. Your credit card number's been verified, so I guess that's all the verification they need.
You know what? My whole Chrome just shut down.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit before that with all if you have more than one browser on your computer, I have like 3 on this one, so I'll be on Chrome, and then I'll click on something that'll auto pop a window, but it doesn't do it in Chrome. It'll do it in Opera, or it'll do it in DuckDuckGo, just depending on which link I'm clicking on.
I forgot about DuckDuckGo. What?
Oh, and Edge. I got Edge on here too, so it's a crapshoot what window's gonna or what browser's gonna pop open a window.
Oh, rest in peace, Sid
Vicious.
Sid Vicious.
I love Sid Vicious.
He's a wrestler?
Yeah.
He was.
Rest in power. I don't know who that is.
Well, it's these old wrestlers, even if it fake, not fake, whatever you want to call it, it's physical. And when you're doing a physical sport, people get hurt. And these guys, plus all the shit they were shooting into their bodies, they were juicing before juicing was juicing, So they were using they were the test guinea pigs for some of that shit. So the fact that these guys are still hanging in there is a testament to how tough they were.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look at Jesse the Bod, he's looking like the Crypt Keeper. I don't know.
Hulk Hogan.
The Undertaker. The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Undertaker. He does kind of look.
Right.
He looks like an Undertaker.
Poor Jesse, and I think I can't believe that he turned around after all the time and his whole career being like the guy that stood up against the parties. And then he's just, that was so sad. I don't even want to talk about it. I was literally getting teary eyed because he was like my Bernie Sanders kind of, I kind of teared up when Bernie turned on us, and after I saw Jesse do the same thing, I just thought, Jesus Christ, what if he would have, I would have knocked on doors for the guy if I was in Minnesota for sure. And to see him do this now, or like anybody who knocked on doors for AOC, I can't imagine not wanting to pull your own hair out, seeing what she turned into.
Oh, I would be so pissed.
Wait.
What happened?
That's what I'm
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. So if you didn't know, I'm sorry. Yeah, Jesse the Bod went to fell in line with the DNC.
Boo.
Oh, yeah, he endorsed Kamala. He endorsed Kamala,
Knucklehead alert.
and and I was just thinking, hey, blink twice if you need help, bro. Goodness.
Well,
Okay.
and I can see how ageism gets its roots, because when some of these people start getting old and losing their mind, they just get freaking crazy. Like that, or that, who was in front of that Trump trial, Robert De Niro going off like, holy shit, dude, just, you got to stay home. Yeah.
That's funny, Obama.
Uh,
That was cute, Sean. Peace, peace, peace. Rondo.
hey, Rondo. Thanks for showing up for our discourse.
That's right.
It's that old man. Yeah, he's here. I saw somebody else I forgot to shout out. Sorry, hey, everybody.
So I wanna be petty for a little you'll go to Pettyville with me?
Oh, that's where I get my mail.
Okay, I have to pull it back up because my browser shut down. But this guy, his name is Jamal Green. He kind of came up during the Black Lives Matter. I think that's when he
Is
was
that the same guy that was
known.
he was interviewed on Hardlands Media this morning? If that's the same guy I'm thinking of. See,
A black guy. He ran for mayor of Chicago.
does he have a chair that looks like mine?
You know what? That might be him.
Yeah, he was on HLM this morning. Awesome dude. Everybody was throwing love at him in the chat, which is unusual. I mean, at least there's usually a couple people that are talking shit, which usually I'm one of them. But
Okay, so Jamal, let me share my screen. He makes a comment about how well, I'm gonna read the comment for you.
hey, John.
I'm gonna read the comment for you. Before I do that, let me just say, have you heard about this? Why is it not? There we go. California to consider $150,000 home loans for illegal immigrants. California, I
Okay.
call them to undocumented.
Yeah.
The California Dream for All program will provide 20% down payment assistance with no savings required from recipients.
Okay. They're fucking sorry. They're trolling us. They have to be trolling us.
Yeah.
Nobody would have a problem with that at all. I would not have any problem with that if they offered it to every American first, and then after every American had a home, then they could start doing stuff like that. Absolutely. Right? Because that sounds like an awesome program, but maybe before you prioritize that program, you should take care of the people that actually voted for you in the first place.
Say it again for the people in the back.
Yeah, right. And I'm not one of these I mean, I realize that there's some weird shit going on with immigration, but it is weird that the majority of them are men that are 18 plus, ready to army age, soldier age. I don't want to go down. I'm going to start getting tin rabbity here, and I don't want to mix do any crossovers too badly. But it does seem a little weird that it's not like families right now. From what I'm told, or my take on it is that it's like a bunch of guys coming, not a bunch of families or a bunch of kids coming.
Right.
And so that seems suspect to
Highly
me.
suspicious.
Yes.
Highly suspicious.
Yes.
Seems
And I
like
mean,
they
if basically when you're thinking about people that are the reason they're supposed to come over is they're in fear for their lives from where they're at, or some sort of gang or whatever. Reply, you have to have a reason. But I don't think all these guys are coming over here with that specific, with any, fear of reprisal from their home country. I think it's something more nefarious than that. But time will tell.
yeah,
But when I see shit like this, where they want to, I keep well, and that's the thing. It's California. What was it? 120K?
150.
What's that going to get you in California?
Yeah. Maybe it's
Right?
like, okay, maybe it's like the parts of California that are, because California is kind of big.
Right. Yeah. You got
So
to. Yeah. You can get some
they
some
won't be
ranch
they won't be living in
way out.
LA or
Right. They'd be
Hollywood or
way
Beverly Hills.
right. It's going to take them a half hour on their bicycle to get to work.
Jacqueline says that sounds like it's a policy proposal which is designed to cause resentment. That's exactly what it sounds like.
That's what they're trolling us. Absolutely. That they want the outrage that I instinctively, just like, I don't even have a pony in this race, but it started making me mad. And then I'm like, oh, okay, that's the nerve they're trying to hit. I think you're 100% right, Jack. Also, these loans are for about all of us. We just know them as scams, right? Yeah. The balloon payment. Yeah. Even if they do get these loans, yeah. Can you imagine what it's going to be like trying to pay back these balloon mortgages that they're going to stick these people with?
Hmm.
So
So
what's going to happen is then they're all going to forfeit on these loans, and then the banks are going to get to take over the properties. So this is just another way for BlackRock to get, holy crap. It's BlackRock. Of course it is. Now they want every house in America, and this is one way to wrench it out. Just give the houses to immigrants that can't pay for the loans, and then
make a little money.
repossess.
Make a little money, and then
In the meantime,
repossess it. Yep.
Jeez.
So so then Kamala, she has a proposal to give like $20,000 to first generation home buyers. So first generation basically means the children of the immigrants, because they'll be considered first generation, the first generation.
Because anchor baby has a negative connotation. But it shouldn't. We got an anchor baby running for president of the United States. That's got to say something for anchor babies, right?
So I'm gonna show you something.
Can I say anchor baby? Is that cancelable?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
Vivek says it.
Okay. I like the mental image of an anchor baby because they're always underwater. I don't know. It's just an anchor. It's a visual thing for me. Like a Stewie is a football baby. I think of an anchor baby.
Okay, so Jamal he makes a comment about how this first generation home buyer thing is not going to be helping us. And well, I'll just let this guy tell
just
it.
how it goes. You got to be ready for that. That's what comes with it.
I'll let this
Or you
guy
just got to
tell it.
watch what you say. And so after that, Roland Martin decides to do an entire segment on his show about Jamal Green.
Okay, hold on. I think I need to play this one first, I guess.
John, real quick, an anchor baby is when a baby that's born in the United States from illegal immigrants or just non-Americans. But if you're born in America, you get to be an American, and then they let the parents stay to take care of the baby. So that makes them the anchor baby. Sorry. Just give them definitions. Sorry.
No worries. Sean says a child that has two non-citizens. A child had by two non-citizens to gain citizenship. Correct.
Sean said it more distinctly than I did. He got to the point there.
Yeah. I hadn't seen the chat. Okay, so here we go. This guy will explain it to you. The beef between Jamal and Roland Martin.
That's just how it goes. You got to be ready for that. That's what comes with it. Or you just got to watch what you say. And so after that, Roland Martin decides to do an entire.
Oh, wait. I messed that up again. Here we go.
With it. Or you just got to watch what you say. And so after that, Roland Martin.
Well, I guess not. Okay. So let me read it to you then. So he says, does anybody want to tell me what first generation is code for? Pay attention to the cryptic. Dang, I can't read this. I can make this bigger though.
If you hit Control+, that might help. That might zoom your
There we
text.
go.
Oh, or you could do that. that makes it really big.
That makes it real big. Okay, does anybody want to tell me what first generation is code for? LOL, pay attention to the cryptic words being used to show us what agenda is their agenda. Yet you literally have Black folks acting like the Democrats will prioritize you when you have the lowest home ownership. So Roland Martin comes back and is like, are you that dumb? Wait a minute, shots fired.
Right. And if you come out of the gate like that, that's always going to be, you've always got to make sure that they don't have three fingers pointing back.
Right. If Black folks have the lowest home ownership rates, that means incentives for first-time buyers will appeal to Black folks. Are you that clueless? Okay.
That's just how it goes.
Here
You
we
got to be
go.
ready for that. That's what comes with it. Or you just got to watch what you say. And so after that, Roland Martin decides to do an entire segment on his show about Jamal Green. And
About
let's
his
just play a
tweet.
little bit of that video so you guys can see what he said.
How hard are you hurting?
Matt, here was this fool, Jamal Green. Go to my iPad. This fool tweeted, does anybody want to tell me what first generation is code for? LOL. Dumbass is first generation. Pay attention to the cryptic words being used to show us what agenda is their agenda. Yet you literally have Black folks acting like the Democrats will prioritize you when you have the lowest home ownership rate in the country at 44%. Like, stop. See, Matt, the reason I can't stand fools like this here, and I think this fool
He
ran
called him
for
out his name
mayor of
every which
Chicago
way.
or something, I don't know, but he's stupid.
Called him fool. Called him
here's
dumb.
He did run for mayor of Chicago, and shout out to him for doing that. Running for mayor of a large city is not an easy thing to do. And I thought that his campaign was, well, I didn't pay too much attention to his campaign. I remember he ran, but
I did.
I remember he said some things that he wanted to do that I was definitely in favor of. I think it's actually courageous when young people like him run for mayor. It takes so much.
Okay, so anyway, you get the gist. He
Right.
called
And
him dumb,
if you didn't,
fool.
no.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, if you didn't get a chance to catch Heartland's media this morning, you might want to go back and check out this morning's episode, because he was on there and he did a really good interview with Kit. It was a
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go back and look.
and before he had Larry Sharp on, so he had two interviews this morning he had back-to-back bangers.
Oh.
So it was a big morning for Kit.
So, hi Bryce.
Hey, Bryce.
So for the DNC convention, Jamal told his followers, "Hey, if you see Roland Martin, let me know where he is, because I'm gonna pull up on him."
Put a tag on him.
So he was at a church, and oh my gosh, let me see if I can. Here it is, right here. Okay. Oh, you can't hear it though. He looks so scared. You see him? That's Jamal right there.
I gave you enough. I gave you enough. Yesterday,
Security.
They're screaming security. First of all, Jamal Green is not like that. He was not going to hit him. Jamal has too much to lose. He just wanted to talk to him.
Well, yeah, he wanted to talk to him about this far away, but I don't blame him for that. I'd want to get nose to nose to him too, and I was telling him what I was thinking about him.
He's
I'm gonna
clearly trying to confront
on.
him. He does not look aggressive.
I'm gonna play this. There we go.
Approaches Roland Martin in a church. Just so you guys know, that is a church. He approaches Roland Martin. He's clearly trying to confront him. He does not look aggressive to me. He looks aggressive as if he wants to talk because he has a bone to pick with him. But I
Right
can't
on.
imagine him taking the swing at Roland Martin in a church. Like if I was Roland Martin, I would be like, okay, let's talk. Like I wouldn't really be worried in that environment. There's so many people around. Even if something happened, it's not like you're going to get beat up. People are going to break it up. Like I wouldn't be as afraid as Roland Martin appeared to be. Well, now let's go ahead and analyze the footage again. So I'm going to put it on mute and we're just going to analyze it. So that's
Roland
Jamal
showing
Green
his
right there
true
coming up to Roland
character.
Martin. He's like, 1 second.
Yep.
Keyboard warrior.
Sean, I think you're talking about
That's Jesse.
Jesse Peterson. What-
Yes, that's Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse
I
Peterson.
thought he said it right up at the beginning.
Who?
Sean,
Oh,
I want to beat that man up.
Right
I can't take him. I can't take him.
amazing.
No, he beyond amazing right
Are
now.
you a homosexual?
And he really is. He is.
And he gay. Okay.
That was the biggest shock. I'm like,
So he clearly doesn't want to talk to him. And then if you really look at just the body language and the gestures, Roland Martin is clearly, he don't want to be a part of that.
He's
He don't
got his
wanna
arms
do with that.
crossed. Well, I
Black
had him
woman
until
comes
they
and
started
tries to
pulling him
break it
away.
up.
Yeah.
Jamal Green's clearly just trying to talk. I don't even really see Jamal Green raising
Yeah, he's
his
got his
hands
arms
because you have
crossed.
people in
Look,
the
he's
comments
hugging his
saying
own
that,
chest.
oh, Jamal
Right.
Green was coming up there on some tough stuff trying to fight him. I'm just not really getting that vibe. I'm looking at him. He's got his hands crossed. Look, the guy has his
Yeah,
hands crossed.
Right on.
He's not really bringing up his hands at all. He comes up there, his hands are crossed. He just
For the
doesn't
record, I
seem
haven't
like
seen
an
this.
actual
I'm not
aggressor
just
to me.
copying him.
I guess it appears like he's getting a little bit aggressive, but he's really not. People are just touching him, so that's why it kind of looks the way it does.
Yeah,
But,
right. He's swimming out
yeah,
of.
very interesting. And so
Fuck
after
off.
that, somebody took a picture of Roland Martin looking afraid. And then Jamal Green posted this picture and he said, "New profile pic." And it's a picture of Roland Martin just looking scared. He's looking at Jamal Green like it's one of those Kia boys trying to take his car. He's looking at him like oh my god. This is you can't lie. This is pretty funny. This is a funny picture.
Roland peed just a little right there.
Just
That's
a
the look of a
little.
man who's peeing himself just a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Roland is what he said, scurry ass Bama. Roland's job is to corral us back to the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
or
Well,
try to shame you.
Shame us.
Right.
Call us stupid. You got to be stupid.
I hate the insults, man. I
Oh,
swear.
he's such an asshole.
Well, they have to bring him in because sometimes Reverend Sharpton can't get the job done, so he needs a little backup.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Roland is very affected by Jamal's effective presence. Yeah, very. Bryce said he looked like he saw a ghost.
Yeah, but he said, he was afraid he was going to see the Holy Ghost there. I mean, Green's a big dude. If they would have been somewhere, if they would have been like in a dark alley and he would have rolled up on him like that, I'm sure he would have screamed like a little girl and, flip floppy with his slick shoes, been crying. He would have been running, screaming, and crying.
Sean says someone needs to do the Charlie Kirk small face pic to Roland. That would be hilarious. He does have like a, I don't know, his head's kind of small for his body. Roland did look like someone had given him a nasty turn. Oh my gosh. So
and talk about the ultimate. I can't imagine that there was a news day slow enough to merit Roland Martin doing a show on a tweet that he saw that there's nothing else on the planet that would be more interesting for him to talk about than some shitty tweet. So if that's the best that he's got, I'm surprised that he has a show. I mean, I can't imagine.
Well, I think it's because Jamal Green is so high profile and has a lot of influence in
Right.
the Black community. So he had to try to
Well,
shut down what he's saying.
Well, he's turning himself into TMZ or National Enquirer. He just wants to talk about identities because, that's the only thing that's going to get, if he puts somebody else's name in his title, he's going to get more clicks than if he puts, or, get more eyes on the TV than if it's just Roland Martin. Nobody's going to tune in. But if they see Jamal Green, oh, shit, I'll watch that. What's he got to say? What's he talking about?
Bryce said Roland Martin has that Beetlejuice head. Oh, that's hilarious. I wonder if we say Roland Martin out loud 3 times.
3 times, right? Or like the headhunter guy, or he gets his head shrunk by the head, the voodoo guy at the end of Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah.
That was always my joke about Simone Sanders. She looks like she was sitting on the couch at the end of Beetlejuice.
Simone. Oh, Simone.
That's Bernie Sanders' old.
Bernie Sanders. Okay.
Yeah, because she shaves her head so it makes her head look even smaller, and she's a large framed lady. I mean, even shoulder. I mean, she looks like she's got. Could have been like a
football player,
right? Something. And so she looks. Her head looks a little small for her frame.
Rondo says
when I explain my jokes, they seem less funny, so I guess I'll just stop.
Her head does look a little small for her frame. Rondo says that's the whole Roland Martin show. Shady, petty, bougie, chump shit.
Yeah. No lies detected.
Yeah, she kind of built like a linebacker.
Well, and and I guess I shit on these people more because I used to think they were in my camp. I used to like Bernie, and so when I would listen, she would be speaking for Bernie, so she got a little of my hope, by proxy, and then just to realize, looking like Ray Lewis. So,
Sanders looking like Ray Lewis.
Bryce.
Yeah, I mean, how could?
Yeah, I feel personally betrayed by her, so it adds a little extra. I give a fuck about Trump. I was never in his camp, so when he betrays me, that's just par for the course. But when you get it from your side, it hurts even more.
Yeah, I knew she was full of shit when she went to. You leave Bernie Sanders to go work for Joe Biden? Like, how does that work? Okay, so you don't have any integrity. Oh, okay. I see.
Well, and the only reason that Biden got to be Obama's VP was because he's the complete opposite. He was Strom Thurmond's buddy. So that was to balance the scales. Not like, it was never my black friend Obama. It was always put there to keep one part of the Democratic Party happy. The I don't know what it would be, yuppie rednecks, whatever. Just because they had to have a counterbalance to the first black person, even though they didn't realize that Obama wasn't necessarily going to do anything for black people. I'm sure they had that in their back pocket, but I still think they wanted Biden there to balance the scales. So now I'm not, telling
it was
tales
cold.
out of church. He's the racial jungle guy. So if you ever say, I don't want my kid to grow up in a racial jungle, that should just be, the subtitle of every picture that he ever has. That's who he is.
He was cold to tell white folks it was okay to vote for Obama.
Yeah. So that for Biden to get endorsement of Sanders and Simone, both Sanders, Simone and Bernie, it's just. I
mean, isn't that why Trump picked Mike Pence to to
Right.
let evangelicals know that
Mhm.
you know it was
There's one
okay to
person
vote
that
for
won't be getting laid in the White House.
him. Yes, Simone Sanders is a turncoat opportunist. Correct. What is a linebacker? What do they do in football? Do they
That's on
tackle?
the defense. Yes. Yes. Those are the
Okay.
guys. You got the front
block.
line, and then you have like 3 linebackers, depending on what you're running. So you'd have the center, it's a hiking ball, the quarterback, and then you have the nose guard, which is what I played. And then I had a linebacker standing right behind me.
Mm. Well, remember when she tackled that man like a linebacker? I'm like, she's like,
the flying, flying through the air.
I believe they use that clip in a lot of football practices.
Right.
don't you touch my precious white man. I'll do anything for you, Mama. Oh
But
my God.
she loved Bernie. It was so fast. The switch. She was like, "Fuck it, Bernie about to lose. I'm about to jump on this. I'm
Well,
about to jump on this Joe Biden."
Train so fast.
I think there's just at some point, there's a point where their brain turns off. I like this guy to I like this party. And once you're in line with, you got to do what the party says. You know, I keep thinking back to AOC, how quickly she went from raising a ruckus to kissing the tookus.
Mm-hmm.
And she cried and voted present. That was the last time that she felt anything. Now she's just, I said the word. Don't make me say I said the word. I already said the word. Palestine, you're not helping Palestine people. I'm helping Palestine people.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. She's
What's wrong with you?
a
I love this.
safety. A strong safety.
This guy looks smart to me already. I like his chair.
I knew I had seen him in this chair. I just couldn't remember where. Okay.
People need to know the real narrative and the facts. Number one, Roland Martin is the aggressor here. He came after me publicly. He was paid to do so. I was on Twitter talking about how we need to be critical of these campaigns and make sure that we get policies so that when whoever become president, they don't forget about us. Roland Martin called me stupid, dumb, an idiot, and a fool on his show. I never tweeted at Roland Martin. I never talked about Roland Martin at all. He came to my Twitter page quoting my tweets to call me stupid. And then he did a show about me and he called me a fool. Now, what I did was I went to an event that he was at today and I went to ask for a conversation. My arms was folded. I was not being aggressive. And he kept pushing it off, kept trying to leave and not have a conversation with me. And you saw what happened on this video. This, guys, we cannot stand for. We cannot stand for voices to continue to be stumped on because they don't agree with you. I don't have to agree with Roland Martin to be smart. I can have my own views. I'm a grown man. And there's no reason why this man twice his age should be publicly calling me stupid, dumb, and a fool. But when I approach him in public, he has nothing to say to me. You got to do better. And we got to do better to stop supporting these guys who are disrespecting the voices who are doing the actual work.
Well, and I think,
Well said.
yes, absolutely. I think that's even a lot of the Congress people. They've been up there so long, they think their bark equates their bite. They'll talk a really good game, but when it comes time to doing something, they'll just bend the knee every time.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Nahilo. He's from that fuck around and find out camp.
Right?
Don't start none, won't be none.
No.
Kill your egregores. I didn't know you were in here. Hello. Hello. So yeah, that was my being petty.
No, that was awesome. It does my heart good when people like Roland Martin get put in their place. I'm just glad I got to see it.
And then let me see if I can show you this. Okay. I can't make that big though. I mean, this dude does do a lot in Chicago. He started
Well,
out as an activist. Oop, okay. Oop, how do I- There we go. Forced Chase Bank to give back $1 billion to the South and West Sides. Gave 250,000 to get businesses back open after looting. Secured over 10 million in mortgages for first-time homeowners. So if he did that, then he knows a little something about what he was speaking on, right?
yeah, absolutely. And you know, and that's the whole thing with Roland Martin. You know, a lot of that's just got to be straight up petty jealousy because Roland Martin wasn't. It wasn't even. What was he doing at this age? What has he done ever? You know, he went for marches every once in a while and hadn't done shit since.
He went from what?
Marches and then
Oh,
hasn't done shit since.
well, you know,
He's just been the mainstream media tool.
yeah. I mean, you know, he used to be on MSNBC. Remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
He was just a media hoe.
I think he got in trouble because I think he wasn't he the one that gave Clinton the questions. I think that was
Oh,
Roland Martin that gave Clinton the
was
questions.
it? Yeah. I mean,
him and Donna.
Him and Donna Brazile.
right. Yeah.
And then
Yes. I recall that.
They released Hillary's emails that made fun of Donna Brazile so bad. Oh, that shit was hilarious.
Hey, Sebastian.
Sebastian F. Thank you for joining us. How we doing? Yes. This is it. Sorry to disappoint you if you thought it was going to be a wizard hat or anything, but this is it.
Okay, and I wanted to give somewhat good news. That sucks. I mean, the news is good considering. So let me share. It's not good that this young man was fatally shot
Oh
by
yeah.
the police, but his aggressor is being charged with manslaughter.
Yes,
Ex-Florida
Roger
deputy who
Fortson.
killed Roger Fortson. Yep. So when I was reading this article, the gist of it is there was a disturbance. We just put up his face, say his name. There was a disturbance at his apartment complex. Now, the disturbance had nothing to do with him, but they were called to, it was actually in a different apartment. So the police officer went to the wrong apartment.
You went to building A instead of building B.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This young man was on the phone FaceTiming his girlfriend and gets you know how police will knock on the door all aggressive and shit. And so he went to the door with his gun. He was not brandishing his weapon. He just had it in his hand, face down. And then the cop, I think he shot him like 5 times or something.
Yeah.
I mean, like he just emptied a clip on him. So hopefully they get the justice they deserve.
Yeah, if I get 200 subscribers, I'll wear the wizard hat for sure, just for you, Michael. Well, and that's and I saw that story. I think I saw a video on it when it happened, and that's the thing is because if I always wondered, would this have even been an issue if he was, because he was in the Air Force, I believe. And if it was just a black American citizen with his Second Amendment rights and it was a legal gun and the same thing happened and he wasn't in the Air Force, would anybody even know? Would it have even gotten picked up?
That's a very good point. U.S. Airman, he's a U.S. Airman. So that means Air Force, right?
Yes. And so, yeah, if that wasn't the case, we probably wouldn't, he would just be another nameless story that never got picked up because it's just, the cop would have said self-defense and they would have bought it.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of this guy getting fired and going to prison where he belongs.
They showed a video. The guy who shot Sonia Massey. So they showed a video of him getting booked, and they're trying to and the police are talking about how they could kind of wipe it under the rug.
Right.
I was just like, what?
This doesn't have to be as bad as you think. Yeah, we'll get this. Let's get this cleared up.
Yeah, we're gonna clear it up. You shouldn't be in here for but a couple of hours,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can go home. I was like, wow, that is some sick shit.
Just all he needs is a little paid time off, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Sonia Massing, right? Massey, Massey. And this dude, I think he had gotten arrested like at least twice for DUI. That's not a good sign. He wasn't on the force for that long either. Oh, and then he disobeyed orders and went and did a high-speed chase
Followed him
at his other job. So they fired him.
Back up. Nah, I got this bastard. That's the only reason he took the job, so he could break the law.
Yeah, and of course, all they did, he just went to a different county.
Yeah, that's what they do.
That's what they do.
They're worse than the Catholic Church.
Oh man.
Sorry, was that too far?
Yeah, no.
Sometimes my jokes go a little too far.
No, that was fine.
It's uncivil. It's uncivil.
Yeah, Rondo brings up a good point. I was going to mention the fact that, of all the professions that have the highest cases of domestic abuse, it doesn't surprise me that they take that abuse out on the citizens as well. It's a
40%.
mindset. Yeah, it's a mindset. That's why I don't think that, well, and I don't want to equate the two things, but I do think that military service should disqualify you from protecting and serving the public. Because that's not what soldiers are trained to do. Soldiers are trained to kill. So if you have a police force that's ex-military, you've got a police force that's trained to kill. Not trained to serve, not trained to protect, trained to kill.
Especially people that don't look like them.
Right. Yeah, that's what most of the soldiers were trained to do, is to kill brown and black people. So, depending on what continent they're in.
Yep. I can't find the damn video. It was real despicable. It was real despicable. Oh well. Okay, we got to talk about something that's more upbeat because making me
and I was
making me sad.
This is such a downer show. I was trying to avoid, but I was watching Trailer Park Pundit. My heart goes out to Shonda Mast, the Trailer Park Pundit. She's on Beauty and the Boomer. She came back with some less than happy medical news, and so I've kind of been bummed out all morning. I'm half baked as it is. I've been high all morning, and we'll probably continue to do so well after the show, just because it's been kind of a bummer day. It's one of those.
Yeah.
But
yeah, keep her in your thoughts, folks.
Love to the trailer park.
Hi, Steve. So I guess now I should say, go down there
Like,
and
share, and
follow.
subscribe. Give us a thumbs up, would you?
Give
It
us a
doesn't
thumbs
cost
up.
you nothing. We got
Like, share,
18
and
people in here. We should
subscribe.
have 18 thumbs up, right? At least.
It costs a thing.
Don't cost a thing.
Cost a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Nahilo Nordstrom and Tosh Schmidt 24.
Yes, give them a
they're
follow.
YouTube. Give them a subscribe on their channels as well. So yeah, there you have it.
We got to build this mansion from the foundation up. So we got to get everybody at least 50 subscribers.
Oh,
So
John.
if you guys can give Tosh Schmidt and Nilo Nostrum, that's Michael. Nahilo. I know, I screw it up every time. I can barely do English, let alone Latin or wherever we're going with there.
Hi, Tia Orca.
Hi, Orca.
And John, that was John, right? Yeah, John, I'm sorry to hear that. That could be hard.
Yeah.
Very hard.
Oh, John, sorry to hear that too. Yeah, that's what my father is in remission with lung cancer, and so especially, but fortunately he was one of the ones that they took out a third of his left lung. I think it was his left one, so he's got 1 2/3 of a lung. So he got off lucky. But yeah, to hear that hers is inoperable is just heartbreaking.
Very.
Not to bring the show down any more than it already was, but I didn't. At this point, I didn't think it was possible, so I might as well just slip her right in there.
I know. All right, we got to end on a good note.
Yeah, I mean,
You got a good note?
I try not to smoke on air, but this one I just gotta smoke one out for Sean. This one's for the trailer park. How about that?
For the trailer park. And that's why we have to share as much love as possible. Our government is fucking with us on purpose.
Yep. Yeah.
It's trying to drive us mad.
It's a feature, not a bug. And it seems like it's got to be intentional. They're trolling us. It's like this shit that they're doing in California. They're intentionally trying to get everybody's blood pressure so high that their heads just pop off, so they don't have to waste bullets on us.
I think they want that civil war.
Oh yeah, because they know if it's red against blue, then it's not going to be the 99 against the 1%. So yeah, they've got a really vested interest in keeping us at each other's throats, so we don't turn our attention to our real enemy.
I don't know. I think these people have homes. The boycott right there in front of their house.
Well, and I was somewhat surprised that BDS movement was actually starting to affect some bottom lines of these corporations. I think it's awesome that at least they're starting to realize that they will be held accountable for some of the decisions they make. I think McDonald's and Coca-Cola and all these people are actually starting to regret having any dealings with Israel. And I think that's the only way we're going to get anything done there, because it's definitely not going to come from this administration and probably not the next one. So if we're going to save any Palestinian lives, it's going to have to be with us not giving money to the people killing them.
Right.
That's the only vote you really have, is how you spend your dollars. And that's really how it's always been.
Right.
You always vote with your dollars, because what you do in the voting booth obviously isn't doing jack shit.
Yep. I'm trying to find this guy. I found him on TikTok, and he was awesome. And he did a video. I gotta put my glasses back on. He did a video of all the companies that are like aiding Israel in the genocide,
Mm-hmm.
providing them. I think like CAT, you know that
Caterpillar, yeah, the
Caterpillar.
bulldozer company. They made armored bulldozers for the IDF.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know them.
Ain't that a trip?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, unfortunately. And I'm not on TikTok all the time.
I don't even have the app. The only time I ever see TikTok is if it comes up on somebody's YouTube shorts or every once in a while on Twitter. But that's my full extent with TikTok. And it wasn't even, I was always non-TikTok just because when I first started buying the propaganda of, all my information going to China, I was all, oh no, not realizing that all my information's already going to Google and they're way fucking worse than China could even dream of being. So, at that point I was like, okay, now I get it. That's capitalism. They want TikTok for themselves. They don't want, whatever. But it does tick me off a little bit that the Chinese TikTok is all happy videos and kids doing good things, and here it's just kids eating Tide Pods. So that annoys me a little bit. I think if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. But other than that, yeah, and it was the TikTok ban. What was that? Executive Order 1405. That was where they wanted to make TikTok divest so that they could either shut down TikTok or they could sell a large percentage of it to U.S. based, U.S. companies. Oh, yeah, the shit's always capital. It's just capitalism. They don't give a fuck about TikTok. They don't give a fuck about the kids watching TikTok. What they care about is who's making the money on TikTok and who's controlling the money. And then we're just right back to square fucking one.
And also, TikTok doesn't censor you.
Yeah,
like
right.
they want them to censor because a lot of people learn a lot about Israel through TikTok.
Yeah. Well, and even like you, I don't know much about TikTok, but I've seen enough to know that they're not throwing around too many copyright strikes for playing people's music, which, on Tin Rabbit, I've gotten banned in Russia and Belarus on 2 different videos just for playing music at the end. There's nothing else, they just hate Adam Ant. One was Adam Ant and the other one was David Bowie. I did on the Dark Side of the Moon with NASA. Yeah. On the NASA show, I played at the end Space Odyssey by David Bowie. And it was even on an educational video that had been cleared for copyright. And it had, it wasn't like a music video, it was actually like space videos and stuff. But it cleared everything except for Russia and Belarus. And the funny thing is, nothing that I had to do with it, but when I played the video, it would do Russian subtitles at the bottom, which I didn't even know there were Russian subtitles. But it's amazing that it was immediate that during the live show, it was playing the Russian subtitles, and then I got dinged. So I can't be that nobody in Russia or Belarus could see that episode. That one, or the Kennedy, the American Assassins. No one in Russia can see that one either.
So, can you put up that? Oh, I was just about to. All right. They went after TikTok. Now they just arrested the Telegram CEO and banned Rumble from France.
Well, yeah, I think that TikTok the Telegram guy was with. He's a buddy of Andrew Tate, right? Wasn't he kind of in that same circle of?
Oh God,
I don't
he's one of
even
them.
know what to call what they were doing.
He's one of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't even want to give Andrew Tate a
Cancel this clothing.
name.
Cancel.
This clothing company.
I wanted to. I'm
Oh, is
looking it
that
up, Rondo.
Adidas
So-
or is it Adidas? Sorry.
Oh no, it's a. Oh, that's awesome.
Follow the money.
Follow the money.
Right.
I'm about to put it up for you.
I hope it's not Ubu.
Can you put up that Sula? I'm sorry, Sula Moon quote. It was really good.
Quote?
He who controls the present controls the future.
Is that 1984? That's a quote. I should know it.
Cancel this. Why is it so big? Oh, because I made it big for the. Oh no, it's not. I don't know why this is so big like that. Enter the shop. Enter the shop. The
Cancel
clothing
this. Oh, that's a clothing. That's the name of the clothing company.
Cancel this clothingcompany.com. I'm in the right place, right?
So it's like t-shirts for.
This is where you can find links to spreadsheets of various aisles, brands, and info that has been featured on the channel over time. This list will be updated periodically as I compile more info. Okay.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
A boycott library. That's cool.
Yeah.
At least to have a resource like that.
Follow the money master sheet.
Yeah, I've seen a few pictures or memes or whatever on Twitter where it's just a whole page of all these different corporate logos. And of course it's like Doritos, everything that people like, Doritos and Coca-Cola, and I give a shit about Sabra hummus. I was boycotting that first time I tasted it.
Look at number 2, BlackRock.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and then between BlackRock and Vanguard, I don't know if you've heard me say this before or not, but the largest investor in BlackRock is Vanguard, and the largest investor in Vanguard is BlackRock. So what could possibly go wrong there, right? So are they really two different entities at that point, or are they just shell companies of each other?
You can't see what I'm looking at.
What do we got?
So
Follow the money?
Follow the money master sheet. The number 1 is the Vanguard Group. Number 2 is BlackRock.
Well, there you go. There's a huge shocker. And you could actually just stick them on the same line at that point.
Yeah.
Just add those two numbers together to get the real number, kind of thing.
Oh, and then look, BlackRock Fund Advisors. All right, I'm gonna have to go down this rabbit hole. Thank you, Rondo.
Yeah, it looks like interesting information there.
Mm-hmm.
And keep your receipts handy.
Yep, we could go through this.
So who is this funding here? What I'm not sure what I'm looking at. It's super tiny, so I can't.
Oh, you can't see it.
If you just hit Control and plus, it should zoom in a little.
I have a Mac.
Oh shit! Sorry.
That means print.
That means print. My bad. It's been a long time since I've had an Apple product.
There. That's
No
better.
judgment. Ah, perfect. So
Vanguard Group and then BlackRock.
share of total possible points. So follow the money maker sheet.
Yeah, I don't know why this isn't loading.
State Street, Geo Capital, Capital Research, Northern Trust, FMR I'm not familiar with, T Rowe, fucker, nor BNY Mellon, fucking melons. That's the 37th richest family in the United States. Fucking melons, melon heads. I shouldn't say that. They're going to take away my house. Fisher Asset, Alliance Bernstein, Dodge, and Cox. Oh, and then there's farm insurance companies. Jennison Associates LLC. That sounds fishy as hell.
The BlackRock
Edgewood, yeah,
Funding Group is on
yeah.
here too.
These limited liability corporations. Those are all shell companies.
Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation,
Yeah.
Asset Trust.
Right.
He sucks.
So.
Okay, I'm gonna Warren
Oh,
Buffett.
Warren, but yeah, he doesn't. It's just wow, that's amazing. It's just no Warren Buffett, not a company, not you, because then we put him Bill. Well, I guess it was Bill and Melinda.
Yes, Bill and Melinda. See if I can open this.
Walton Enterprises. So is that Walmart?
Yeah, Walton.
So yeah. So yeah, it's just the usual suspects.
Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk.
There he is. Now we're starting to get an individual.
Yep.
Right. Oh, they're in there twice. The family and the enterprise.
Yep.
Well, and I think Bill Gates gets on a lot of these lists twice because he does Bill and Melinda, and then he's got that I can't remember the name of it. I brain blocked that one, but yeah, when he was doing the COVID vaccine stuff, he was him, and then his he would donate to the WHO that was doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, just pencil, rubber, just
here it is.
pencil fucking stuff, so they get their name on there 2 or 3 times. Oh, fund advisors.
Fund advisors.
Yeah, just the numbers on there. You know, there's 7 digits,
Walton. So
8 digits.
This name sounds familiar. George.
Who's that?
George Yankopoulos.
Oh, it's all Greek to me. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to Google these names. All right, so let's see what this douche is up to. Who is Telegram founder Pavel?
Oh, here we go.
And why was he arrested? The chief executive officer of Telegram was arrested at an airport on Saturday night outside Paris and placed in custody for alleged offenses related to the messaging app.
I bet they found him with Rohypnol in his suitcase.
The 39-year-old Russian-born billionaire was accused of failing to mitigate the misuse of his platform for criminal activities. So he was, let's see.
He was pimping on Telegram.
Yeah, the Paris Public Prosecutor's Office issued a warrant.
Nice, Rondo.
He was arrested for impersonating Steve Jobs.
Go back up to the picture because he's in the black turtleneck. Yeah. He's even got the pose. Just,
oh my God.
Just take the wig off.
Impersonating Tom Cruise. Playing.
Yeah, that's another one. All right. Tom Cruise as Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Okay. The investigation is into organized crime, drug trafficking, fraud, and the distribution of pornographic images of minors on the platform.
I was never on Telegram. I couldn't even tell you what it looks like. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Russia's embassy in France said it had immediately asked the French authorities for clarification of the reasons and demanded to ensure the protection of his rights and provide consular access. Well.
So am I right? And is he like buddy with Andrew Tate? Were they running around together, or did I just make that up? I don't know. Sometimes I think my facts get muddled. Anybody in chat know? Is he?
I'm about to Google it.
He's apparently anti-Putin too. All right. Well, if he's a billionaire, he can't. They're all pro themselves. Yeah. Nobody ever worked hard enough to make $1 billion. I promise you that.
Exploitation.
Yeah.
They work from the
I
ground up.
see.
Right.
Self-made.
Well, you know, and
Cotton.
Tosmith, that's the thing is that's
I hate
the
that.
that's what the American dream is
Yeah.
the fact that you can deflect from the fact that all those people that have that much money were given that much money. Nobody starts out and makes them, you know, the only way you make $1 million is inheriting $500,000. And in some cases, if you're dumb as fuck, inheriting $2 million. And you know, that's Elon Musk. That was an Elon Musk shot. That's how he made his first $5 million company, is by getting $10 million from his dad. But the American dream is that, yeah, I could come up with a new toaster or a better mousetrap and become an entrepreneur, and then I could become a billionaire. And that's even if you thought that fantasy might work, somebody'd chop your legs out, take your patent, and steal your idea anyway. Yeah, go try and invent a gas water operated car and see how long it takes you before you don't make it to the patent office.
You know that you remember that shooting at a grocery store?
Ooh, you're gonna have to be way more specific.
This white guy went to a black neighborhood and just
that was
started
in
shooting up people at the
Colorado.
grocery store.
Was that in Colorado?
Yeah.
This was
Wait, I'm not
2 years
sure.
ago.
Yeah, they say that the security guard died. The security guard had, I think it was like, figured out how to use water to power a vehicle or something, and he was applying for a patent.
No. Oh shit.
So I wonder if
10 rabbit.
False
10
flag. False flag.
So I wonder if the whole purpose is really to kill him.
Take it. Right.
But,
Make it
you
look,
know.
yeah. Well, it's the classic make it look like a robbery thing.
Right.
Make it look like a hate crime. Then nobody's gonna say, oh, why did they? He was doing his job. He died in the line of duty. Jesus. Yeah, that'd be like the worst job to have if you were actually making a water engine car or something, you know, something that the government doesn't want to get out. I think security guard, because that has just an inherent risk.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They definitely don't want that. They want their money, honey.
Yeah.
And the dude was sentenced to life in prison. So I was trying to see if I could find it for you. Maybe I'll send it to you later so you could.
Yeah, for sure. I'd love to check that out. And you know, that was my one hope for finally getting the water engine, is now that we're off the petrodollar, we could become isolationists. Not that I think that's a great idea, but we should become way more isolationist. You know, pull a few of our army bases, 1,000 army bases we have, you know, pull those back, start building water engines, and just say to the hell with the Middle East. We don't need the oil. We don't need Iran. We don't need our aircraft carrier in the Middle East. We don't need any of that. So if you figure that out, then you figure out, well, then who's killing all the people making the water-powered engines? And I'll just leave it there.
You want to put it back up so I can read it?
That's as far as I'm gonna take off the tinfoil hat now and get back to some civilian discourse.
Stephen Greer's latest movie discussed that, and inventions running cars on water, etc. I guess they aren't suppressing those anymore.
Well, it's just more shit that they can call conspiracy theory to muddy the water and just say, oh, if you think, you know, if one of them's crazy, then they're all crazy. But it's turning out that fewer and fewer of them are crazy, and then more and more of them are the truth. We're starting to figure out that, oh, it doesn't have to be crazy. It just has to be a bunch of people working together in secret to screw over a whole bunch of other people. That's what a conspiracy is. Hopefully, FedTube let me copy paste Tuma is owned by and operated by a PDD Holdings, a multinational commerce group registered in the Cayman Islands. Great.
Oh, great.
Tax shelter with its principal office address in Dublin, Ireland, which is also another tax shelter. That's why I worked in Dublin. I worked at Gateway 2000. The only reason they were there was because Dublin didn't charge any taxes for corporations that came in. That's the only reason that and then we would make, over there, they would make the computers that didn't have the ABS, all the toxic fire retardants in it. They had to make a whole nother computer for the European market because they couldn't sell American computers over there. So then I was over there doing the web pages for them for selling ABS-free computers.
Register in the Cayman Islands definitely sounds fishy.
Absolutely. Well, now they got, was it one of the Dakotas? I think it's South Dakota. They're starting to turn into the inland Cayman Islands. They're keeping the money in country now because they can get tax shelters in the United States.
Rondo says, and the American company is probably, oh, what happened?
Owned by the Chinese. Right.
No, he said, and their American divisions probably ran out of Wilmington, Delaware.
If I was going to throw a dart, Rondo, that would be probably a bullseye. Oh, Sean, there you great minds think alike, Sean. That's funny.
It's going so fast. I'm missing everything. And we've been told this entire time it was owned by the Chinese.
Right? Yeah. And that's the perfect scapegoat, because if you can get some xenophobic fear going, that's just the icing on the cake, you know. You eat a whole big turd cake if you got enough frosting on it. London has a tax haven as well, along with Jersey. Yeah. The old Jersey. Did they have a shore on Jersey? They have a Jersey Shore there?
Jersey Shore? Is that what she's talking about, Jersey Shore?
There's in England where they actually, that's why there's the New Jersey. That would be the old Jersey, but then they just call it Jersey. Kind of like how we call it Chinese food. In China, they just call it food.
2K basic attention tokens. They're crypto that Brave gives you for using their app. I have never heard of Brave. Have you?
I think so. I think it's got does it look like a shield? I don't pay that much attention. I've read enough of Golden Monarch's comments on crypto to know that if the only way I would ever have anything to do with Bitcoin is if I had a time machine. I would go back to the beginning when it was 30 cents, a buck a coin, and I had bought, I'd drop $1,000 because that's probably all I had in my bank account at that time. But I would have dropped every penny in there, and yeah, I'd be streaming from the Caymans right now myself.
Jacqueline said she was talking about the Isle of Jersey.
Yes.
So, it's a browser, Brave browser, and it's a lion as a shield.
Yes. Yeah, I remember Brave as a shield. That's all I could. Yeah, I've been programmed. I got the propaganda, so I've got the imagery in my head to know that the Brave had a shield. So somehow they've already got a hook in me, which doesn't make me any happier, but yes.
Bitcoin is a Zionist invention, no matter what.
That the whole story about I can't think of the guy's name now, the Japanese guy that created Bitcoin at the beginning. Like he's some sort of secret guru that sounds like mythology, modern mythology. It would have been better off saying Zeus created it, I think.
Yeah, I want Golden Monarch to come on, and I tried to get into the crypto.
Oh,
I don't think
yeah.
I don't think I would. I know enough to
Satoshi.
speak on it. So
Thank you, better half.
better have.
Top me off, baby. Thank you. She brought me a soda. She's very thoughtful. She thought I sounded dry.
Oh, that's very sweet.
She's very thoughtful. That's why she's the better half. John H. sounds like a South Pole joke. Shitashi, yeah, right? Come to Shitty Walk. You like Shitty Walk? Where is it? Yeah, I'm definitely not going to start doing Oriental accent. I can't even say Oriental. I'm not going to do Asian accents. It'll get me canceled as well, probably. I'm glad that there's only 14 family here, because there's no way that I could talk in front of that many, of like hundreds and thousands of people, because I would probably get canceled within about 15 minutes. I have no filter. That's my problem.
Sula says, I have a feeling billionaires are going to, what happened? Going to pump and dump it right before they switch over to New World Order coin.
Well, and it's going to be sooner than later, because we are off of the petrodollar, which means we're on what?
Is it?
Papers?
That kind of happened recently, right?
Yeah. Like a month ago, 2 months ago, maybe. So yeah, basically right now.
It's the Petro one.
So yeah, right now we're in a Roadrunner cartoon, and we're the coyote that ran off the cliff. We just haven't realized it yet, and we haven't looked down to realize that, we have right now. We should be holding up a sign saying "Uh-oh."
Nobody's paying attention.
Yeah. Oh, well, we've got the most important election of our lifetime coming up. So who has time to worry about the economy? Which is kind of funny that the DNC had a whole week of their DNC convention in Chicago, and they didn't say jack shit about the economy. They were just talking about their feelings, talking about the joy. They're talking about the joy that they need.
Yes, exactly.
I would feel joyful if I wasn't worried about spending $500 every time I go to the GD grocery store.
It was Agenda 2040, but they had to push it up 10 years because too many people were waking up.
Right? Yeah. No, this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
So, okay. China ties are expected to strengthen crude oil trade in yuan. No, I'm sorry. Saudi Arabia, China ties are expected to strengthen crude oil trade in yuan. So, it's about to go down.
So the United States dollar is no longer the reserve currency of the world. And I believe 90%, that like 67.5% of statistics are pulled out of your butt at the last minute. But I believe 90% of US currency is outside of the United States. So all these other countries that used to buy their oil would have to have US dollars in their banks so they could buy the oil. Now they don't need that shit anymore. So if you think inflation's bad now, just wait until all these, and the largest currency of bill is the $100 bill. There's more $100 bills than there are fives. Not my wallet, but I'm saying in the economy. There's a lot of effing ones in my wallet.
I got a lot of quarters.
Yeah, right. I tried to save up the ones for tips, but yeah, let's go pretty quick.
I'm about to take a look. Who was that? John? Was that John? I'm about to take a look. I don't think the likes update in real time. How many likes do you all have? I'm afraid to refresh.
I'm afraid to look.
Yep. I'm going to look though.
My phone died. No. Oh, it sure did. Well. Oh, you will. I'll take your word. You'll have to tell me. Ooh, 22. Hey, thanks, guys.
Oh,
23.
23?
Yep.
Nice.
Thanks. Appreciate you. Now go on over to Nahilo Nordstrom and Tajmit 24.
Right here. It's going by right now.
While you at it. Yeah, people are, I just don't understand how people are just not paying attention.
Oh, thank you, Better Half Hour. 1974 petrodollar started, ended
I was
in
just about to
June. Started, yeah, that was when Nixon put us on the petrodollar in 74, and we've been off it July, August, September. For 3 months. We're almost in September. We are in September? No, not quite. Coming soon.
Ooh, it's not looking good.
Right? Yeah. So yeah, we're the coyote standing in midair. Haven't quite looked down yet. We're trying to look forward to the election before we realize that all of a sudden we're going to think that the prices that are in the grocery store today, we're going to miss these prices.
Well, I think today they were talking about they were having peace deals. I mean peace talks. Israel and Hamas, and Joe
Yeah.
Biden's trying to take all the credit for it.
Mhm.
So I'm like, are
Well,
they
and
just
wasn't
doing
it?
that because we're getting close to November?
Well, and I think it's just a day or two that I think somebody blew up a bus in the West Bank or blew something up. And so now they're all back to backing off. I don't know. And then
I love.
Israel's talking about doing a preemptive strike, or I don't know. I've stopped looking at Twitter just because it's so much. I know it's important to stay conscious of what's going on, but there's a point where, it's almost dulling my senses. I'm getting so much scar tissue there.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta take a step back for my mental
Yeah.
health. I
Right?
love this name, brown liquor, no
Making
ice.
no ice.
I wonder what's your brown
Keep
liquor
it neat.
choice.
Keep it neat.
Keep it neat. What's his liquor of
I thought
choice?
I was going to say whiskey. Is there any other choice?
Bourbon. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you, brown liquor, no ice. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And he says, peace to the chat.
Drink it hot.
Peace to all of you. I don't remember what. Ooh. That's right. No ice. Drink it hot. Oh, that would get me. That would get me there way sooner.
Right?
Way quicker.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what in my youth, I drank a lot of whiskey, and then I switched from whiskey to tequila. And then tequila, I started making bad choices when I would drink tequila. So I switched to rum, thinking that would, and actually, I guess it kind of did help, but it still didn't help me being so. So then I just figured out if I drank beer, I could make the night last a little longer and not feel like crap in the morning. So I just slow my roll. Yeah, yeah.
Whiskey.
Yeah, if I am gonna drink straight, if I've got to go straight alcohol, that's gonna be whiskey.
What is Uncle Nearest? Do you know?
What you mean?
Uncle
What
Nearest.
is what?
What do you mean?
What is
It's
it?
whiskey.
Whiskey?
Oh,
It's whiskey. It's like
It's it's this black family who Jack
Todd
Daniels.
Jack Daniels, the recipe back. Yeah, they were from one of the old original whiskey producers.
Yes, and
they're like 2 years older than Jack Daniels.
When people found out the story, they did like a GoFundMe for the family, and the family was able to open their own distillery. So,
oh man, yeah, I've drank my fair share of Bacardi too. Yes.
Let me see. There it is. It's delicious.
Uncle
too.
Nearest.
They
yeah.
have a bunch of them now.
We were not sponsored, by the way. Just to let YouTube know, we were just giving our honest reviews of fine liquors.
Mm-hmm. There he is, right there. Can you see him? That's Uncle Nearest.
Nice. He looks like a bit Dave Chappelle with a mustache, like he's doing a bit. He could pop right in there, especially with the hat sideways.
Guy looks kind of funny.
Even back then, there was wearing this ball cap to the side.
Too cool for school,
right? Yeah.
The story of the Can I interject once?
Yeah. He taught Jack Dan. Yes, he taught Jack.
That lady right there, the Fawny Weaver. She is the only black owner of a spirit.
She's talking about this lady.
Yeah. Her story is like unbelievable. It's something that I will definitely want to cover on Black athletes in politics.
Ooh, that'd be a good one.
It's great, man.
Yeah, Brown.
Who she
Brown
look like? Who she look like? Angela Bassett. She looks like
Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
They need to do a story on her. Really?
Yeah,
she's very beautiful.
And
right.
She's
she's got the whiskey. That sounds like the perfect date. She's bring her own bottle.
Yeah, Brown. Look at no ice. I buy Uncle Nearest for my brother for his birthday every year. He's easy to please.
Tell him the lady name. Her name is Fawn
Weaver.
Oh, I've heard of her. But that's Von Weaver?
Fawn, F-A-W-N.
Yeah. The only African American female spirit owner.
Oh, I was trying to read her name. That's under Martha. I was like, that's not. I was like,
yeah.
I couldn't make out her name, but that's that Fawn Weaver. Yes. I was looking up at the top above her head. I was like, oh, okay. I thought that was somebody completely different.
Uncle Nearest is the story of America.
That is 100% true.
Oops.
Thank you.
Way too close.
Yes, right? Nobody needs to see that. Nobody needs to see that much.
That is so true, Rondo. The story of America.
Yeah, right. See, now, if she had on Wagner.
No, Fawn Weaver. W-E-A-V-E-R.
That's it right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Much love to the better half hour. All right, so should we head out of here? What you think?
I don't know. No reason to stretch it out to 2 hours. I think everybody's had their full share of civil discourse. Unless anybody has anything else in chat that they wanted to bring up real quick. Otherwise, I think we could bail out of here.
I was going to play this this video about the Petro one.
I like you guys close. Oh, yeah. She likes it zoomed in.
You and only you. Well, oh wait, this is someone else's.
What did he miss? Quick recap. What did we talk about? We talked about Fortson. We talked about oh, there's way too much. Dude, you're just gonna have to rewind. Sorry, Brown Licka.
Oh, thanks, Nahilo.
Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that.
Close enough for those forehead kisses.
Right.
I'll take that. I'm gonna have to make sure my bell is on. Yes, hit the notification and
I gotta
notify
share
me.
some.
I
Yeah,
don't know why
My
that
show
doesn't work.
tomorrow. Okay.
Well, and that's part of
Thank
my
you for
fault.
coming,
I
Brown Liquor.
I'll share.
I
the
didn't
link
even.
for my show tomorrow.
Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, and it's partially my fault. I didn't schedule this show until this morning. I should have done it a little sooner so I could get the notifications out sooner.
Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't do that, but
Good night, Jacqueline. Thank
I'm
you
glad
for
you.
popping in.
Bye,
Sleep,
Jacqueline.
sleep well. Sleep deep.
See you
well.
tomorrow, Jacqueline.
See, I see you tomorrow, Jacqueline.
See you tomorrow.
Right.
Brown Liquor tomorrow is let me.
Same due time, same due channel.
Yep, tomorrow is Black Athletes in Politics. So
I'm
come
sure
back,
it's-
come back and hang out with us.
I sent it to your email.
Yeah.
And
My
then,
mom will probably show up for that. She doesn't show up for my show, but she'll show up for Tosh and Abby.
Really?
She's not here. Sorry. You guys won her over and she doesn't even watch my stuff anymore.
What's her name?
Cheryl Smith.
I sent it to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
She loves watching you guys. She just doesn't. If I'm in there, then she
Wait,
gets
whose name
bored.
is
She's
Cheryl
already
Smith?
seen me.
his mom is Cheryl Smith.
You want to know what's funny?
What?
My dad's last name is Smith.
Oh, well, maybe we're related.
Y'all do kind of look alike.
It must
You
be
know,
on the gray. It's the gray. Mine's at the top and his is at the bottom.
Where'd you send it?
Right.
To the one, this one.
I'm trying to pull up the thing for her show tomorrow.
Thank you for stopping by, Sola. We had. I hope you had fun. I did. I hope you guys all had fun.
Yeah, thank you for stopping by, Sula. And if you like athletics, well, it's not just about athletics, is it?
It's
Tell them
Black
what your show is
life,
about tomorrow.
Athletics and politics.
Hmm?
It's on there. That's probably it right there.
This?
No, I just sent it to you. Go to Elevate. I'm sorry.
I know. Well, start talking while I'm doing this. And
What are we looking for?
she wants to show. You should have already had that pulled up. You do it. You can share it.
Okay.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. I'm glad I got a chance to hang out in the chat. It's been a while. Yes, we've missed you, John.
Yes, thank you for swinging by. We are going to be here every week this time. Feel free to come back.
Thursday is noteworthy.
Yes.
Wednesday is the 10 Rabbit. Now,
Yes.
for the 10 Rabbit, you don't come to Abby Do, Abby Don't for that show. You got to go to the 10 Rabbit podcast.
That is correct. That way some of the stuff we are talking, I don't even want to put that on Mastermind Hour. That one's going to be, if that one goes down, then I'm going to make 10 Rabbit 2 and 10 Rabbit 3 and hopefully just pop 50 people on there at a time. But yeah, if they've been pretty good with copyright so far. We've been careful, but I'm sure if they start going into subject matter, then we could get in trouble. So we're tap dancing a little, but on Wednesday we're going to be doing DARPA and nanotechnology, so that'll be a good dive on that one.
Mm-hmm. Is that the one I'm going to be on?
Now, the next week we're going to
Next
do
week.
the octopus murders and Murder Inc. and just a lot of kind of journalism, the dangers of being a journalist kind of episode. So that'll be a fun.
That's going to be fun.
The murder mystery dives, those are.
I got to go back and rewatch that. And that was real interesting.
Yeah, and that one's kind of into technology too, because he was getting into computer companies and stuff like that. So
the beginning of the you got it up yet? Okay. Well, okay, so Mondays. Who asked Mondays? Mondays is us, Civilian Discourse.
here we are. You're here.
Today is Monday, right? Tuesday is Todd Smith.
What's going on Thursday?
Thursday is Noteworthy with Nahilo Nordstrom and myself. I don't know what we're talking about yet.
Right. That's what I like about this show is because we have to stay current, and you do that with Noteworthy, but you guys do it formatted. So then I could watch your guys, I can form opinions, and then I could come out here and just talk to you about it. That's kind of the whole circle of life for me. And then I just watch all the media tidbits that the mainstream media tries to feed us and try and figure out why they're telling me what they're telling me.
Oh, this is the guy I was looking for when I said I couldn't remember his name. His name is Rathbone. They're talking about Rathbone in the chat.
Oh, yeah, I love Rathbone. He's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know he had a YouTube channel.
Yeah, he'll go live. His is not all that different than what we're doing, only it's just him by himself, and he'll play videos, and then he'll troll Israeli people in the chat when they come in and troll him. He'll just straight up start ripping on them. He's definitely
okay. That's worth a listen.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those honey badger don't give a fuck kind of guys.
He's the one who did that video of all the companies to look out for that are enabling genocide against the Palestinian people. But it was a TikTok. I don't see it on YouTube.
Yeah, I think that's how he started. Was just doing those funny TikToks where he's talking back and forth and, just talking both sides of an argument and then labeling it back and forth is very funny.
Yeah, I don't see it on here. You ready?
No, April, this computer just being a bitch.
Oh.
1 second.
Oh.
Okay, well, we're leaving. You should have had it up.
We could save it for next week.
Yeah, the big frizzy hair guy. That's him.
Yes, he looks like Seth Green with Rogaine. You know who Seth Green is?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, hold on.
Seth Green on a bad hair day.
This guy.
Yes.
I think his TikTok is Rathbone Makes Music or something like that.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know anything about TikTok. YouTube snob. Self-hating YouTube snob.
There we have it. Wait, I have to move this for you.
Okay, I'll turn it on.
The Black Vote. That is the topic for tomorrow. So no athletes tomorrow.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
politics.
Oh. We got to
With special
demand.
guests.
We have to
Athletes
demand
and politics.
With special guests.
Oh,
Right.
And the better half hour reminded me to say this. Abby Dew will be on our next Wednesday and talk about octopus murders on Tin Rabbit. So that's going to be fun.
Yeah, I didn't know Rathbone.
So
I was wondering why his name was Rathbone Makes Music on TikTok because he's never on there with music, but he's on Bandcamp and his music is decent and good lyrics. But guess who? Guess who Sula's favorite is? I know you know this one.
Jesse Chat. Yeah. Yeah, I've played some of his music on, I think on maybe the first Tin Rabbit. Cookies and I have been hitting him up to write us a theme song, so I have to get back on that.
Yeah.
He agreed, but I think I had him on the spot, so we'll see if I can butter him up enough to drop a couple beats for us.
What's for the people? The Jesse checked? Who from the boot? I'm from the boot. Tosh Schmidt is from the boot. We from the boot. We ain't afraid to shoot.
Yes, you're an hour ahead of us over here. So I'm horrible. Like I said before, I'm horrible with time zones. So that makes I wish everybody was just in the same time zone. And people got used to seeing the full moon at noon and the sun at midnight. That would make my life a lot easier.
Say Abby, then Abby do.
No,
that's gonna let me know.
Say baby.
Huh?
Hey baby.
Oh,
say
that says baby. Oh.
How
say it like New Orleans.
Baby. Baby.
Hey baby.
No, hey baby.
You gotta stretch out that A a little bit.
Yeah.
That slow southern A.
I saw this white lady is so funny. She says, it's nothing like having a black woman call you baby. It's like power in that shit. Oh my gosh. I guess an elder. Yeah, that's it, baby.
Throw some vowels in there.
All right.
She needs
I
a
guess
little more sips of the wine before she got that
Yeah, you got to lubricate the vocal cords a little.
Yeah, get it all wet.
All right. So should we head on out?
All righty. Thank you, civilians.
Oh, sorry.
Appreciate y'all hanging. There's still 14 people here, so they're either entertained or they're all masochists. But either way, thanks for letting us be your choice of drug, whether it's laughter or masochism.
We thoroughly appreciate it.
And we will see you next week. Same due time, same due channel.
Bye, guys.